Welcome back to another one. Um, Creator business insights, certain insights that I have pertaining to how to run a profitable educational creator business, or as my on this journey of being a creator. Right. I have some topics here. The video of today is gonna be the game plan. The game plan. The game plan of how you should view your business or your content creation endeavor, right? You should view it like a business. You should view it like like a business where you have to understand your consumer throughout, how they are, physical attributes, emotional, psychological, how they think, and everything. How they talk, how they walk, the language they use. Do they swear? Do they not swear? So that's the game plan. Once you understand that, everything is tops. So the game plan is this, right? This is a step by step thing. If you don't follow this step by step thing, then you're probably doing it wrong, right? I also did it wrong once. At first, when I started this thing, I first wanted a product that I can promote to people and then create a certain page and then I just post and whatever. But then I realized that people do this, just connecting with people, wanting to see your face, wanting to see who you are. So that's what they want, right? They want the hey, I'm Nel CBC. Nice to meet you. I'm here to help you if you want help. I just have the game plan for you. So the game plan is this, right? Step by step. The first part is understanding consumer needs and motivations. That's the basis of the foundation. If you don't have this, then everything is lost. If you don't understand the consumer need and motivations, it's quite simple if you already have an audience. If you have an audience already, then it's easier for you to understand, right? Most of the time, people come to your videos. Think about it. Maybe you're a trader, dropshipper, UGC, ecom, whatever business opportunity you have, or relationship coach, whatever coach consulting thing that you have. That whatever videos you post on Instagram, TikTok, and all these social platforms, wherever you post your stuff, people mostly come to watch your stuff because it's you, right? Because all the information out there is generic, right? They know. Like I've been watching a lot of stuff. I've been watching Brandon Carter. I've been watching Myron Golden. I've been watching Daniel Priestley. I've been watching Russell Brunson. I've been watching who else? Anthony Robbins. All these entrepreneurs. Ever since I've cut off distractions from a lot of stuff and going deep into this creator business thing. So they speak about the same things. Invest. You must invest, scale, buy back your time, delegate, exit, um, working efficiently, optimizing. They all speak the same thing. But all of them speak it in a different way. In a certain way that is entertaining. Right? Like Brandon Carter, you know. He cracks jokes, sometimes they are funny. Yeah, well. And then there's Anthony Robbins, who is, the heartfelt, he moves you, yeah, well, like emotionally and stuff like that. Not me. What? Psst. I've seen his videos, right? And then there's Daniel Priestley, genius. There's Maren Golden. I'd refer to him as the grandpa I never had, right? He laid down, especially with the biblical aspects of things. So people come to you. People will mostly watch your stuff because it's you, right? How you speak, how you joke around. That's why I shoot these videos like this. I don't edit. I don't cut where you see something cutting where I'll speak like this. Hey guys, this and this is that. Then it cuts and then I'm here now. I'm like this. No, straight straight to the point. No script, unscripted, from off the top, is what people would say. So that I can create a connection, so people can understand who I am and I can understand who you are. Then it's a relationship thing, and I can understand you better because you chose to understand me first. If I just come at you, I'm like, the game plan is understanding this, that, this, like, comment, and subscribe. I'll see you later. Even that has its own people. People who speak like that will be like, yeah, I like this guy, the way he talks. You know what I mean? Simple, straight to the point, right? You can't, there's a brand behind everything. So understanding consumer needs and motivations is understanding people come to you to watch your stuff because it's you, right? And also to get something from you, a different perspective, right? People want stuff from different angles. They don't just want one angle. In the Bible, it says a witness can only be a witness, or a case or a certain thing can only be established by two or more people, right? So they want different perspectives. This perspective is Myron saying the same thing. Is Brandon Carter saying the same thing? Is Daniel Priestley saying the same thing, right? So it's kind of difficult if you have all these people. If one says this and the other one is going against it, and so you're confused. You don't know where you know what I mean. So as a creator, you must understand your consumer needs, right? Pain points, problems, confusions, where their desired destination and their current destination, and everything between that, the obstacles that stand in between them, right? So you understand that. Understand it. Market research. Ask questions. Polls, DMs, email, type forms, quizzes, whatever. Get the data. Put in a certain Google sheet. Even AI can help you. AI can help you. You can get that information, whether you create a type form where people put their problems and everything. And you take all of those type forms and you just give it to ChatGPT and like, yeah, I created this type form and I collected this data. Please tell me about this person. Please create an ICP or ideal customer profile or an avatar. Make me understand who are these people who did this. And can you name this customer avatar Steve, Mary, or whatever? And then it'll say, Mary, Steve is this type of person, has this problems, wants this, that. And then now that you have, and in ChatGPT, it's like a chat, right? Now that you have that ICP and you started with it, now you can say, hey, genius, you can even say, please give me content ideas that speaks to Steve. Please give me stuff that speaks to Steve. What would irritate Steve if he sees it? It'll give you assumptions, but most of the time, just ask questions, right? And now, once you understand consumer needs and motivations, you provide relevant information and support, right? It's through your content, as I said. Now that you know your ICP, now you can provide relevant information and support, not irrelevant information and support, right? You can't be a trader and then now you you can't be a trader talking about trading and then you're like, today's sponsor is Nike. Like, no. I know you want stuff from brand deals and stuff, but that's not the name of the game, right? People don't want to be sold to. They came to you because they like you. You're not like the ads they keep on skipping. Like, it happens to me most of the time. I think it happens to most people. I'll be watching a video by Myron Golden. I'll be interested. Yeah, it's nice. I'm like, yeah, this guy's spitting. This guy is saying the things that he needs to say for me to understand, and then all of a sudden I see an ad. I'm like, yo, I'm irritated. I just skip the ad. Right? I just skip it. I want to listen to Myron. You're disturbing me. I don't care about your software. I don't care about your whatever. I don't want to hear about it. I just want to listen to this message. Don't disturb me. Right? That's why somebody said that's why people pay for YouTube Premium, right? So that they can remove the ads. They want to listen right? Or that's why people buy courses, because they don't have ads. They just listen to the guy they want to listen to, right? So you provide relevant information and support. Now, how can you support somebody if you do not know what they need support in? If you don't understand your consumer needs and motivations, if you don't understand the foundation, you're gonna be the guy who's gonna build a house on a foundation made for skyscrapers, right? Or build a skyscraper on a foundation made for houses, right? You're not providing the relevant thing, the one that is needed, right? And then the third part is leveraging emotional connections and social influence, right? So you leverage your emotional connections. People come to you because they like you. They don't come to you. Yes, they might come for the information you have. Like sometimes I might search about human behavior, or I might search about trading, or I might search about the markets or whatever, right? I might search and then give me all these people, especially if it's an industry I don't know, right? I'll go in there and then I see who who's who I can listen to. Now imagine this. If I go into an industry I don't know about, right? And then I search about that industry, and then all of a sudden, when I search, I keep on swiping because I'm looking for the perfect one, right? Somebody who speaks to me, even though they haven't spoken to me, right? Somebody who speaks to me yet they haven't spoken to me. And if I do that and I swipe, and one of those people is with Brandon Carter, I will choose that video above any other video because this guy's with Brandon Carter. Why? Because I know, I like, and I trust Brandon Carter. And if he's on a platform with this guy, he's the correct person, right? So that's how you leverage. That's how leveraging emotional connections happens, right? The basis of you understanding why people come to you. So you leverage that, and social influence is you leading people in the right direction, not misleading them because you want to make money. No, you must do it to provide value, because people come to you because they like you. They don't want to be scammed. They don't want to, you know what I mean? They don't want to be bamboozled. They like you because of you. I like this guy. I like you. That's why I'm watching your videos. I like you because that's why, you speak to me. Even though there's these other people. I don't like that. So that's what people do. So you leverage that because now you know, if I have this audience, I know I can push them towards this thing. It can be free, it can be a community, it can be Discord, it can be a product or whatever. So you leverage that, right? You leverage that, you push them to a certain thing because they trust you now, right? If they trust you, they're gonna say, okay, now that you brought us here, where do you go? Where do we go next? Right? Because people want to know what to do next. Right? Their life is boring enough. Right? They wake up, they eat, they go to work, they come back, laugh at some TV show, and then go to sleep and rinse and repeat. Right? But if you take them on an adventure, like a person at a safari or game reserve, or at a lodge or wherever, Disneyland, there's that tour guide. There's that tour guide who guides you through everything, especially if you are new to the thing. Now imagine you have that tour guide, and then you're at the gate. You're like, yeah, tour guide, we're ready. We trust you. Where do we go? And then he's like, I don't know. Then people like, this guy, there's no next step. I thought he's gonna help me. I know his free stuff helped me, but I want something more. I want more of your knowledge. I want more of your. Is this where it ends? And then they're like, then they cut you off. But you can still come back and be like, yeah, I found something, right? I found something that can help. So you're the tour guide. There's a game I used to play in primary. I don't know what they all call it in the US. US or in the US or in the UK, right? It's like school for small kids. First day of school. When they say first day of school, like first day of school, like that school. There's a game we used to play called Open Gate, right? So there's a person. It's a field. Imagine a football field or a soccer field, from one post to the other. On the one post, it's a group of people standing there, and when they stand there, there's one person in the middle, or I think two. I think it starts off with one. So with that one person who's in the middle, that's the guy who catches people, and when he catches people, they join his team. He can catch anyone in that place. So when he stands there in the middle, he looks at the group on the post. He picks one person, and that one person must run to the next post to open the gate and tell the people they can come because the gate has been opened, right? So if he gets caught, they see he gets caught, but they'll understand once the guy comes back, the person was in the middle, and he has caught the person, they'll understand, they caught him. He couldn't open the gate, so somebody else must open it, right? Until somebody opens the gate, then everybody can come. So if that one person opens the gate, then everybody can go, right? So same with you. You're the person who opened the gate. So you must lead the people who are like you, who you understand their consumer needs, and you've been providing relevant information, and you are leveraging your emotional connection with them to lead them and say, hey guys, I have this thing. Myron Golden says, whenever you share something, don't share it in a salesy way. Share it in guys, can't believe it. I found this thing. It works. Do this and do that. Just do it. It's going to save. Have that attitude, right? That it's going to do this. It's going to, please do this. If you don't do it, you're going to be poor. If you don't do it, you're going to be broke. You're going to be hurt. It's going to help you, right? It's not you being desperate. It's you saying, I found this thing, guys. It's amazing. If you just try it, I promise you. You know what I mean? So that's you leveraging your emotional connections and social influence. And then now you optimize customer experience and satisfaction. That's where you lead now. That's the leading part. Because now that you like, what's next? And you're like, that ride over there, this ride was made in 19 whatever. This was created by this guy. This guy started this movie. That's when you optimize customer experience, where you lead them in their journey. They start with your free guide. After your free guide, they get to know that you have a book. And after getting to know the book, they read that book. After reading that book, in your book, maybe it's an ebook, you tell them to sign up for this, and then they see you have a certain community where there's people. You know what I mean? It's a movement. It's an experience that is outside their boring lives. It's, can I say, drama? It's an adventure that you make for them, right? So you optimize that customer experience and satisfaction. You optimize that adventure. You make it nice. You make it impactful. Like Anthony Robbins and all these people. They be like, this guy changed my life. And, I was in this place and then I saw his video and this did this for me. So you optimize that, right? You don't have like, you're not a tour guide who doesn't know what he's doing, and you know what I mean, he's talking about the rides, and then all of a sudden he's like, yo, guys, I need to go to the bathroom, or then you know what I mean, he's left you stranded, and then 20 minutes after he's like, yo guys, I'm sorry, I was stuck in this place and I was talking with this guy, and like, this guy's not reliable, right? So you optimize it for your customers, and you do that via sales funnels. You need to understand what are sales funnels, so you can optimize the consumer journey. If you don't do it, you're going to fail. There's no other way to. I also came to that point in my journey on this creator thing, right? Because I have like a free guide now on understanding sales funnels and whatever. So I was asking ChatGPT, I was like, man, I have all these things. I've created type forms, I've created a free guide, I have an Instagram, I have this, I have Twitter, I have whatever. How can I optimize it? Make it a sales funnel? How can I optimize the customer experience and satisfaction? So it tells me, oh, do this, put this here, do this, you can do this and that. And I'm like, oh, now I see the light, right? That I need to lead people in a certain way so that it's not squiggly and it's taking long and then I lose everybody. Then I am like, where's everybody? Then there's nobody. Right? There's nobody. So then you optimize you optimize that. Now that the people are satisfied, they are satisfied, it is good enough. It's not perfect, it's just good enough, right? You've given them what they want, but it's not completely what they want. Right? People want different things at different times. They might say, I want financial freedom. And then you give them a solution to that financial freedom. But it's not the financial freedom they were looking for. Right? Or maybe it is. But then they realize, nah, it's not about the financial freedom. It's something inside, it's psychological or something. Right? I got to that point also in my life where I understood where I started to understand that a lot of things in life is just psychology. Business is psychology. 80% of everything is psychology. And then the other part is the other 20% is just technical stuff, right? The doing. But most difficult stuff is psychology. Trading psychology, business psychology, dropshipping psychology. This engineering psychology. What Elon Musk is doing psychology. You know what I mean? It's how strong your mind is, right? To immense pressure. If it cannot stand pressure, you're gonna melt down. You're gonna feel confused, get agitated maybe, right? Have anxiety. What if it doesn't work? What if it doesn't work? What if it does work? Please help me, right? So people don't know what they want. So that's when you measure that stuff. This is the final one. You measure and adjust marketing strategies. So now that they are satisfied, you measure that satisfaction. You go back to asking questions. What do you like? What don't you like? What did you realize? This and that. What is your pain point now? Right? So you add on the understanding consumer needs and motivations again. This is not a step-by-step thing. It is a step-by-step thing. You have to understand the consumer needs. If you don't, you're done for. You understand the consumer needs, provide relevant information, leverage emotional connections, optimize customer experience, and measure and adjust marketing strategies. After you measure and adjust marketing strategies, because now you have testimonials, you have case studies, you have people telling you what more to add, because people will tell you what they want. In today's age with the internet, it's not like back then where feedback was hard to get. Now you can easily get feedback. People can comment, like, tell you in the community, in the Zoom call, what they want and what they don't want, right? That's how most softwares continue to improve, because they look at the user experience and satisfaction, and then they measure it. Then they're like, these people. Maybe on Go High Level. Go High Level has a new feature now that is like ManyChat. So somewhere along the line, they saw that these people are using ManyChat with our Go High Level thing. Let's create our own so that they don't. As we said, we are the all-in-one platform. So we cannot be an all-in-one platform if there's another component that they need to add. So let's just add that feature. So they add that feature. And then another problem comes. South Africa and all of these countries cannot have go high level. So they make partnerships with Paystack. And then they integrate. Right? So it's a cycle. You go from measuring and adjusting marketing strategies. Now you understand the consumer needs now. Again. And then providing relevant information, Paystack. Leveraging emotional connections. Guys, I'm sorry we didn't do this, but we got you. Here it is. Optimizing consumer experience, making it easier for them to integrate with the thing. And then you measure again. So it's constant. It never changes. Myron Golden once said, for every solution comes 10 problems. There was a solution for communication, which was through the lines. I don't forget what they lines. It was like that thing. That thing had its own problems. So they came up with a solution for that problem. But for that solution, I think maybe it was the landline phones. Now they have landline phones. Yay! Then you measure and see and adjust. Then you measure and adjust, and then you realize this landline thing is a problem because now you can only make calls when you're at home. What if you're outside? Then they started making those big ass phones with antennas, right? Big ass phones with antennas. And then they realize this thing is too big. This thing is too big and it has an antenna. The antenna can break. Then they start making those hard phones. Those Nokia brick phones. Hit somebody in the head, they might die. Right? So then it was all green and black. It wasn't white and black. Green and black, or gray and black. You can only phone, play, snake, and I think message was there. That's all you could do. And then it was wireless, but it was via a SIM card using airtime. You see, at first there was no airtime. Then they realized you can create airtime and whatever, right? And then this other person came up with the please call me, where what if I want somebody to call me but I don't have airtime? Can't we create something that tell this person via message, please call me if you have airtime? Then they created that, right? So, and then with the brick phone, they realized green and black buttons. This thing is hard, whatever. You know what? Let's bring color to this thing. And then they brought color on the phones. Same buttons. And then they're like, let's up the connection. Instead of 2G, let's put it on 3G. They put 3G. They see, now you can download games. Then Opera Mini came in, right? They were like, now that we bring in color, can't we add different apps? Then they add apps, right? So from one thing came many solutions, but with those solutions came problems. So those apps had viruses. So those apps was a solution, but those solutions have viruses, have their own problems, and they need their own solutions. Off of one device, your own phone, which I'm using to record, has its own problems. It falls, the screen breaks. You need a screen protector or a phone case. And in that phone, you have a Gmail. You need to install an antivirus thing so that you don't get viruses, right? So the more solutions, the more the problems. Same with you. With your customer, your audience. They will never be satisfied. It will be good enough, but not complete satisfaction. Like complete. Don't say, I found it, I'm done. They still gonna have a problem. Yeah, it did it, but it's missing this. I've always asked myself, because I don't understand this. If you've been to a high-end restaurant, there's this restaurant, or maybe Salt Bay, if you know Salt Bay, that guy who pours salt. I'm like, what are you doing? Right? You don't need to do this, just pour the salt so I can eat, right? Simple food. Or you watch MasterChef, they're talking about texture and balance and all of this stuff. I'm like, bro, it's food. If you are fasting, if they were fasting for 3 days and they came back and they saw that food, they wouldn't care how it looked, they would eat it. Then I realized it gets to a point where a person gets bored and wants something new. Right? People like new stuff. Like, I want something new. Yeah, I've been to this. Right? I want something new, something epic. And maybe that can be the reason why people jump from business opportunity to business opportunity. But that's something for life updates. So people want something new, something, They want you to keep them entertained because they live a boring life. They live a boring life. It's either they go and distract themselves with drama, Real Housewives, real hip hop, and all of those stuff, or they come to you and you teach them and you give them an experience and adventure that is different. They don't want that boring life. You are their escape. You are an escape with benefits. It gives them money. It gives them solutions to their problems. I think the father of modern psychology said people tend to run away from pain and towards pleasure. So you are helping them alleviate pain, or else they'll run away to pleasure. And when you run to pleasure, it doesn't mean the pain is left. So that's the basis. That's the game plan. Understand consumer needs, provide relevant information, leverage emotional connections, optimize customer experience, and then you measure and adjust your marketing strategies based off of that. Now you're no more just saying certain stuff that you've gotten from a market research that you conducted with 30 people, or maybe you have 3,000 followers. It's no more market research for 3,000 followers, because now you have 10,000. You need to do it again and again and again, because people are not satisfied. And you can optimize and capitalize on that, because now you understand this ICP so much that you know what it needs, like a baby. Even the baby, you don't know what it needs. It may cry, wah. You give it food, doesn't want food. Give it clothes, doesn't want clothes. Leave it there to cry alone, still cries. You don't know, but the more you see it, the more you experience it, the more you understand it, and the more you can even get to a field where somebody is in the same field, and you can say, "Oh no, I know this person. Does he do this, do that, do this, do this?" They're like, "Yeah, I have the solution for you." Then he's like, "Yeah, but I did that. I have this one. This one. No. This one I haven't done. Okay, do that one." Then he does it. He's like, "Yeah, I did it, but I know what you're gonna say. It's this one, right?" And then you get to a point where you discover a new one after with those solutions. But now you've capitalized on them. You've put a price on them. That is the end of Creator Business Insights. The game plan. If you don't have this game plan, you're destined for failure. That's all I can say. Even me, if I do not implement this, I am destined for failure. Maybe I should say it in the camera. If you do not implement this game plan, you are destined for failure. It won't work. You need to understand the customer, because you are out here to serve them and please them. Well, to serve them in a way, even if they don't like it or not. Like a doctor, right? He'll give you a needle and tell you it's not painful, but it's painful. But he's doing it for your own good, right? Alleviating your pain with pain. That's how it goes.